I see that you're all set. You got the boots here, and you've got Cheetos, more importantly.
Yeah, I've got standard RV junk food, yeah.
I've always loved those things, but they've kind of frightened me to a certain extent. I'm not quite sure what goes into them.
There's some kind of an enamel on them, some kind of paint of some sort. I hear it's okay to eat.
RV junk food. I imagine there is a staple diet to being on the road, pretty much. And it has to be non-perishables?
It has to be anything you can buy in a gas mart. That's where you do your shopping. You go in, and if you can't find it there, it's not worth eating.
You do that. You RV, so I hear, right?
I am a member of that subculture known as the RVers. Yes, I've owned an RV and now a bus. I own a kind of a poor man's tour bus now. For about 10 years. Yeah.
Where does the joy come from piloting this beast around the country?
Well, I think the meaning of life can be found out the windshield of your recreational vehicle. I mean, after you've been on the road for 14 hours, it's kind of like this Zen thing. Anybody who's been on a long trip knows that, but you're not cramped in a car. You've got this whole kind of, your whole life is in that thing, and you're you're not in a hurry. Because you're driving this building. I mean, these things are as big as buildings. And so there's got to get 85, 90 miles an hour. Is there a cop up? That's gone. Because you're only going 60, 65 anyway. So it becomes more about the journey than the destination. And it slows you down just because you have to. And it's a really cool kind of thing.
The odd thing about it, though, is if you look at a lot of the people that are piloting these beasts, they're like, 75, 80-year-old men that were on their retirement.
Yeah, and that's a problem because when I rented the RV the first time, they teach you how to do the microwave and work out the couches so we can sleep six comfortably, and the whole dumping of the sewage and how the 16 TVs work and all that. But they don't teach you how to drive it. They hand you the keys and say, "Good luck, Chief," and out you go. And so when you see me, or as often is the case, some senior citizens out there, pretty good chance it's a white knuckle situation.
And it's a big,
they're buildings, and especially the RVs themselves, they're kind of boxes with wheels, and when the semi goes by, there's this that happens.
That would freak me. That freaks me out enough in a car.
Again, it's about the journey, not the destination. So when you get to do that, that's like excitement.
Now, the RV that you guys are in particular, in the movie, is very retro antique kind of a thing. What was that about?
Yeah, I think they found. I think it's 1947. It was kind of redone, refurbished, and all of that. And it's a real kind of bus RV, kind of Art Deco, whatever it is. But you get to about 55, 60 miles an hour, and it's had enough. Yeah.
What goes into actually shooting a film inside of one of these things? I mean, I know you've got a crew, you've got cameras all around. How do you? Are you actually inside of this RV, or is there a certain degree of a sound stage, with breakaway walls and things like that?
There was a little bit of blue screen, but a lot of it was, can you drive? And there's a scene where Cheryl and Robin had to do some driving. Cheryl and I have this scene where we're going down the road next to each other. That's two actors behind the wheels, and that's always a dangerous thing. But what was cool is that before the movie started, I have this bus, and we shot the movie in Vancouver. I live in Michigan. I said, you know what? Forget the plane. I'm going to drive out. And they're like, what? And I'm going, yeah, I'll see you in about 5 days. And pulled into Vancouver. And I went into the soundstage, and you've got the transportation captain standing next to the assistant director. And as I came in and I hit the air brakes, after 5 days of Rocky Mountains, the guy turned to the AD and said, cancel his driving training. The guy can do it. So it was fine.
Okay, listen, we're out of time.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it, Jeff. Okay, have a good one.